Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and I'm here with week 3 of the HORRORmans Slashback Slasher Challenge, and this week's theme is remakes, and I'm here to review and talk a little bit about probably my favourite remake of all time, and that is Maniac from 2012. So this is a remake to the 80s classic Maniac starring Joe Spinell as Frank Zito. And that is one of the most grittiest and grimiest and dirtiest 80s slashers around, if not the most grimiest and grittiest and dirtiest 80s slasher. So yeah, this is the remake to that one from 2012, and this one stars Elijah Wood as Frank this time around. So this pretty much follows a similar storyline to the original. It follows Frank, who's the central character. He is the psychotic serial killer obsessed with mannequins, and he basically spends his days targeting women. So that is essentially the storyline, and then of course he ends up meeting and forming a friendship with the artist Anna. So that is essentially the storyline. There's not really a great deal more to it. Now I'll move on to what I thought of this film. So I absolutely love this. In my opinion, this is probably the best remake around, especially in terms of a slasher remake. And this one kind of surprised me, especially from Elijah Wood's standpoint. Now, he's not known for horror. He's a fantastic actor, in my opinion, but he's not known for horror. But I think he played the role of Frank extremely well. He was absolutely amazing. The rest of the cast and characters were all really, really good, including Anna. She was fantastic as well. And this is very, very brutal in terms of kills. The kills are extremely brutal and very, very gory, so that is a plus in my book. Plus, I absolutely loved the kind of unique way this movie was shot. Most of it's done in POV style, which works really, really well. It's very, very effective. It definitely helps amp up the brutality. And yeah, the POV style within this film is just absolutely fantastic. Another huge plus about this movie is definitely the soundtrack. It's got an absolutely amazing synth score throughout, which I absolutely love. And yeah, this is just an absolutely phenomenal remake. There's not really a lot more I have to say about it, other than I absolutely love it. To me, I really cannot fault this movie. It's a masterpiece of a remake, and yeah, just absolutely phenomenal. So if you haven't seen this one, I definitely highly recommend it. Even though if you're not a big fan of remakes, I definitely still highly recommend it, especially if you are a fan of the original, because I think this one goes really, really well alongside the original. Now, do I actually prefer this remake to the original? Possibly. I'm not really too sure. They are both absolutely phenomenal. The original's definitely a lot more sort of darker and dirtier and grimier than the remake. So yeah, it's really hard to say which one I prefer. Both are fantastic, but in terms of a remake, you can't do much better, in my opinion, when it comes to a slasher remake than 2012's Maniac. Okay, so that was my review for week 3 of the HORRORmans Slashback Slasher Challenge. I reviewed the Maniac remake from 2012. If you've seen this remake, definitely let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. If you haven't seen it, I definitely highly recommend it, especially if you are a fan of the original. It's an absolutely phenomenal remake in my opinion. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Until next Saturday when I'm back with another slasher review, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you for watching.